If you are here today and would like to speak about a case, please provide your name clearly into the microphone, and please be sure to sign in either at the back of the room or at the podium for documentation purposes. If you're here today to speak about a case, you must speak up when the chairperson calls for public comment. And I'll do the roll call. Mr. Causey? Mr. Cohn?
Here.
Mr. Cook? Ms. Davis? Mr. Hart? Ms. Thomas?
Here.
And Mr. Frost?
Here.
We have a quorum.
I'll give a brief review of the meeting format. Applicants with requests before the Planning Commission are allotted a presentation time of 10 minutes. This time should include, but is not limited to, an overview of the project, case history, and any pertinent meetings held regarding the request. This time also includes all persons presenting information on behalf of the applicant, such as attorneys, engineers, and architects. This time limit does not include any questions asked by the Planning Commission or staff regarding the request. During the public comment period, members of the general public are given the opportunity to address their concerns in intervals of 2 minutes. After the public comment period, applicants have 5 minutes to respond. Once the Planning Commission begins deliberation, no additional comments will be permitted by the applicant or the public. The administrator does have a timer and will make presenters aware of when their time has expired. The Planning Commission reserves the right to amend these procedures on a case-by-case basis. Are there any changes to the agenda?
There's been one change since publication, case number 9, which was S Plan 2023-0005, 3800 Overbrook Drive, has been deferred by the applicant.
Thank you.
And Mr. Frost, is your microphone on?
Maybe not. How about now? Thank you. This new equipment, I don't know how to run it yet. The Planning Commission uses the consent agenda to approve non-controversial or routine matters by a single motion and vote. Examples of such items include approval of site plans, annexations, and street names. If a member of the Planning Commission or the general public wants to discuss an item that's on the consent agenda, you must speak up after the consent agenda is read. Then that item is removed from the consent agenda and considered during the regular meeting. The Planning Commission then approves the remaining consent agenda items.
The first item on the consent agenda is approval of the April 13th, 2023 minutes. The first case is under the future land use map amendment and zoning map amendment for a pending annexation, which is Annex -2023-0002, 711 Bluff Road and 950 Rosewood Drive. This is a request recommendation on the assignment of the land use classification of industrial and the assignment of zoning of light industrial district for a pending annexation. The property is currently classified as mixed residential high density and zoned M1 by Richland County. The next case, case number 3, Annex -2023-0005, 501 Jacobs Mill Pond Road. Request recommendation on the assignment of land use classification of Urban Edge Residential Large Lot, UER2, and the assignment of zoning of Large Lot Reserve District, LLR, a portion within the floodplain overlay district, for a pending annexation. The property is currently classified as neighborhood medium density and zoned RU by Richland County. Case 4, Annex -2023-0007, 7716 Garners Ferry Road. Request recommendation on the assignment of land use classification of Community Activity Corridor, AC2, and the assignment of zoning of General Commercial District for a pending annexation. The property is currently classified as neighborhood medium density and zoned GC by Richland County. And under major site plan review, case 5, S-Plan-2023-0006, the 1,000 block of Emerald Creek Drive. Request major site plan approval for the construction of a cabana and pool in the lake side at Wood Creek Farms. The property is zoned PD, Plan Development for Wood Creek Farms. Case 6, S-Plat-2023-0032, 13.39 acres at Watermill Drive. Request site plan approval for the construction of a 72-lot, single-family residential subdivision, the Watermill Townhomes Phase 2. The property is currently zoned PD, Plan Development in Wood Creek Farms. And then there's a street name, case number 7, SN-2023-0004, a street name request to name streets within the Harbison Grove subdivision, phases 5 and 6. Yellow Saw Lane, Blue Duck Lane, Wild Duck Lane, Drake Grove Lane, Tundra Teal Lane, Green Widgeon Road, and Red Gadwell Way. The properties are zoned Residential Mixed District, RM2. And finally, there's a zoning text amendment, case number 8, TA-2023-0002, amendment to the text of Chapter 17 of the Columbia Code of Ordinances entitled Unified Development Ordinance of the City of Columbia, South Carolina, the text of which is in your packet. And that concludes the consent agenda.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone from the Planning Commission or the public that would like any item removed from the consent agenda? Anyone from Planning Commission? No one from the public would like to see any item removed? Hearing none, I will entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I motion to approve the minutes from April 13, 2023,
And the consent agenda?
and the consent agenda.
Got a motion to approve the consent agenda as read. Can I get a second? Got a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no? The ayes have it, the motion is approved. We will move on to regular agenda, but since that one's been deferred, nothing
There are no
there.
cases.
Is there any other
Correct.
business?
The only thing I will mention is Mr. Goodlett, who y'all met, did have to resign from the Planning Commission. He's got an out-of-town assignment, is going to be gone more than he has been, so he did officially resign. So we will await his reappointment. And I think that's it today.
Okay.
So
If there's no further business, I'll accept a motion that we adjourn.
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The meeting is adjourned.